Pakistan's prime minister is calling the current flooding the worst in the country's history. More than 1,100 people have been killed and nearly 500,000 residents displaced by the record-breaking monsoon floods. And more than 33 million people, or 1 in 7 Pakistanis, are impacted. Well, Global Medic volunteers are packing family emergency kits to send to Pakistan. And for more on their response, we are joined live by Rahul Singh, Executive Director of Global Medic. Always great to speak with you, Rahul. Talk a little bit about what's going on at your facility, and especially a lot of the work that your volunteers are doing.
Yeah, we believe in getting the right aid to the right people at the right time. And in this case, we know that families need access to clean drinking water. So the volunteers are actually packing point-of-use water purification units, a 2-bucket system, gravity-fed, no moving parts, no electricity. We put that into a box. We add in some hygiene items, soap just to keep everybody healthy and clean, a solar light because we know people don't have power. And the most important thing that we're doing is we're able to get mom the ability to give her kids clean water because, let's face it, a lot of these kids, they're immunocompromised, they aren't fed very well, they're out baking in the sun, now they're stuck in floodwaters. They're going to be really susceptible to waterborne diseases, and we don't want to see kids dying from things like cholera or typhoid when a solution is so simple. So because the volunteers are packing it, we're able to lower the cost. We're producing thousands of these kits and sending them, and then our teams there and our partners' teams there are distributing them to families in need.
Your organization is no stranger to getting these resources and items to people that are in very difficult terrain. Can you talk a little bit about the challenges in this particular operation, especially when it comes to getting these kits to those who need it most?
Yeah, listen, this one's really tough, right? So we've run 251 ops in 81 countries. We've worked in Pakistan a dozen times. So when I'm telling you the stories of what we're doing, it's based on experience, and we know how hard it is. So the issues are, we get these to the airport, they fly on a plane, they get over to the other side. Now we've got to take them by big truck to forward areas, and then little trucks, small trucks. Think of our pickup trucks like an F-150 almost, and then get out to people at the side of the road, people in different camps, people in their displaced areas, and then hand the kits to them, and then teach them how to use it. It's pretty simple, but we still got to teach folks, and it's just hard because we have this mass amount of humanity to deal with. 33 million people are affected. That's basically what our population as a nation, right? And of them, 500,000 homes are gone, right? So if 500,000 homes are gone, then think all the impoverished folks that live along the banks of these rivers that have lost everything. They can't go to the existing shelters that are there because they can't bring their cattle and their livestock in, and to them, that's their livelihood, so they can't abandon them, they can't leave them. So now they're stuck living at the side of the road, and then kits like this just get them clean water to keep them alive.
Yeah, the pictures we were just showing of the flooding really do tell a story, and the magnitude of this particular natural disaster obviously is enormous, but many times when these kind of things happen in certain parts of the world, Rahul, they don't elevate to the kind of urgency as some other issues impacting other parts of the world. What's your take on that, and why do you think people need to be really paying attention to this story? Because the flooding, this is historic, and we're talking tens of millions of people here.
No, absolutely. Listen, I led a team in 2010 going in, and 20 million people were affected then, and we thought, wow, this is catastrophic. This is 33 million people, with 55% more than even that flooding. Look, the world is incredibly unfair. If you're a 4-year-old child right now in Pakistan who doesn't have access to clean water because of this flooding, the likelihood of you getting assistance and aid is a fraction compared to another kid from another crisis, simply because the world's attention is diverted to the crises that we pay attention to, and then there's crises like this that the world forgets about. And that's just unfair, and it's not right, and that kid needs a shot, and that's why we build kits like this, to get it out, to keep kids from getting sick.
Rahul Singh, Executive Director of Global Medic, we always appreciate your time and especially the incredible work that you and your staff and your volunteers are doing. Thank you.